YouTube, what's going on? It's Juan Gotti here. We another Washington Commanders video, and in today's video, I'm coming on here with a video where we're going to be talking about the Washington Commanders being the worst team in the NFC East. So without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. Before we do, make sure you go down below, leave a like on this video, subscribe if you're new, and turn on post notifications so you get notified when I upload a video about the NFL, or in this case, our Washington Commanders. We're on the road to 6,000 subscribers, so please hit that subscribe button again if you haven't already. Thank you so much. Let's get straight into today's video. So, is today's video title a little misleading? Yes. Okay. However, right now, as we speak, the Washington Commanders are the worst team in the NFC East. And I've been thinking about this all of free agency. Watching our free agent moves, watching Dallas's free agent moves, watching Philly and the Giants moves, and I'm sitting here like, dang, we might actually really be the worst team in the NFC East. Now, that's now. Nobody's saying come September, come the season, Washington's going to be the worst team in the NFC East. But right now, based off of what everybody already did last year, Philly making a Super Bowl, Dallas making it to the divisional round, so did New York, and then see what they done in the offseason, there's no way you can't say Washington isn't the worst team in the NFC East. I'm just keeping it real. I love my team. I will never change on my team. Y'all know that. Been doing this 3.5 years. I love what I do. I love my team. However, I gotta be honest. Now, but what made me come to this conclusion? We're going to do an exercise where we look at pretty much all of the 4 teams' free agent moves, and that's what made me come to the conclusion. Again, also what their roster already looks like, and already what they done last year. We know we should have made the playoffs last year. We know that. We sent 3 teams to the NFC East, should have been all 4. Now, I want to start with the Giants, okay? Because the Giants is a team where they shocked everybody. Nobody expected the Giants to do as good as they did. Okay? But one thing that we kept saying about the Giants last year is that they have no offensive talent outside of Saquon Barkley and really Daniel Jones, but really Saquon Barkley, he was pretty much that whole offense last year. We were saying that. We were saying they have a really solid defense, you know? But that was before they didn't have any weapons. I mean, they was throwing to, was it Curtis Hodges or Isaiah Hodges as their main weapon, and they were still winning games. Now you fast forward to this offseason, I'm thinking, okay, for sure New York is going to regress. And who knows? Maybe that still could be the case. But I'm like, definitely they're going to regress because they benefited from an easy schedule like everyone else did in this division. So I'm like, with them being so well and good based off of their last season's record, they're going to face a much harder schedule. And now the talent that they didn't have is finally going to show. But that was before I saw the moves that they was making. I didn't expect their GM to trade for Darren Waller, who, when healthy, is one of the best tight ends in football. And they barely, I forgot exactly what they gave up, but it wasn't much. I think it was a 3rd round pick or something. It wasn't much. Okay. Then they went out and got the linebacker from Indianapolis, gave him a solid bag, a position of need that we still failed to address, a guy that we should have probably went to go attack, but chose not to. They got our old buddy Jamison Crowder, who we know, when healthy, he can be a really, really good, solid slot guy. He's really good. They still got the Isaiah Hodges guy that was really good for them last year. They got what's the tight end? Is it Bellinger? He was really good for them. They re-signed Sterling Shepard. And they got, obviously, I think they still have Darius Slayton. So the Giant, and they franchise tag Saquon Barkley and paid Daniel Jones. The Giants, vastly improved this offseason. And I may forget all of their moves, but that's majority of their moves. They vastly improved this offseason, and they still have a first round pick, I believe, and they could be in the running for a cornerback. I mean, guys, we couldn't beat the Giants when they didn't have anything on offense. Anything on offense. Richie James was killing us. Curtis Hodges was killing us, right? But now they got actual weapons, actual people that can scare you, and we couldn't beat them. But that's just New York. That's just New York. Let's go to Dallas. Okay, Dallas made they were pretty quiet in the beginning of free agency, right? However, Dallas's roster was already good. Their roster was already good. It's really just the performance of Dak Prescott that really killed them. That team is ready to win, whether you want to hear it or not. I know we're Washington fans and we don't want to hear the truth sometimes because it's Dallas, but the Dallas Cowboys is a team that's ready to win. It's just what are they going to get out of their quarterback? They signed Stephon Gilmore, so no more Anthony Brown, really. So they got a guy to go alongside Trayvon Diggs. They got rid of Ezekiel Elliott. They brought back obviously Cooper Rush, which isn't a huge move, but considering the fact that you don't know what you're gonna get out of Dak Prescott, you don't know if he can stay healthy. He may actually see the field. They re-signed Leighton Vander Esch, which was a really good move by them. Donovan Wilson, safety, bringing him back. He was pretty solid for them last year. So again, Dallas really their roster was already good. But it's just like, what are they going to get out of their quarterback in Dak Prescott? They obviously, Tony Pollard is going to become that vocal point of the offense now on the running back aspect of things. I feel like I'm forgetting somebody that they may have signed. Brandon Cooks, I think. Was it? I think it was Brandon Cooks who they signed. Uh, to get on that offensive side of the ball. They already got CeeDee Lamb, who is obviously an amazing receiver. So Cowboys, man, they improved too. They got Brandon Cooks, like I said, Cooper Rush, CJ Goodwin to a 1-year deal. Released Ezekiel Elliott, got Stephon Gilmore to pair with Trayvon Diggs, and that's not counting that their roster was already good. Still having Micah Parsons, DeMarcus Lawrence, all those guys. Dallas improved too. Then you go to the team that won this division, that took the league by storm last year, the Philadelphia Eagles, 14-3, and made it to the Super Bowl. Did not expect that from them. I thought they would be in the running for the NFC East title last year, but did not expect the season from Jalen Hurts. And if it wasn't for an injury, probably, I still think Patrick Mahomes would have won MVP, but he would have made it much more closer if he did not sustain the injury that he sustained. Jalen Hurts had a really good, great season, I should say, and he was a big reason why they stayed alive in that Super Bowl. He was not the reason they lost that Super Bowl. He was really good for them. The Eagles definitely lost a guy, lost a couple guys in the secondary, none of it bigger than CJ Gardner-Johnson. But that's the thing with Philly. They have the draft capital to replace guys like that. They re-signed Darius Slay after the talks of him leaving, because he made a farewell post source of somewhat to the Eagles. And then you fast forward later, he comes back. They got Jason Kelce back, who is obviously still one of the best centers in football. Nicholas Monroe is a guy that they got. Justin Evans, Marcus Mariota, backup quarterback. But again, this just like similar to Dallas. Okay, they're a team that is already good. Like, they're already good. It was just fine tuning things and releasing players that they can easily replace if they had since they have the draft capital. Now, if Philly did not have the draft capital to possibly replace guys, I think Epps left too. If they didn't have the possibility of with the draft capital to replace these guys, then it will be a problem. And then I believe they re-signed James Bradbury, obviously, to pair back up with Darius Slay. So they're still a team that's really good, obviously. The Eagles are much better than Washington. And you want to know something about the Washington Commanders, really? That's the biggest question that's headed into this is obviously quarterback. What's one thing that you have stood out from hearing me talk for the last 10 minutes that is the real reason why these teams are successful? Because they have a franchise quarterback. Yes, I know you're like, Juan, we don't like Daniel Jones is not that good, but he's a franchise quarterback. Technically now he got paid, so he's a franchise quarterback. We still don't have that. We're hoping Sam Howell is going to finally break that and be that guy for us. We need this, okay? That could have been the easy cop-out for me to end this video, is that we don't have a franchise quarterback. Everybody knows that right now, sitting here March 24th, Washington is still the team with no franchise quarterback. All three other teams in this division already got their quarterback situation figured out. We already know that. That was the easiest part. But I was looking deep into these rosters and Washington's free agent moves. To me, I'm going to come up with a video rating this move, but a lot of people are like overhyping our free agent signings. Me personally, I felt like it was maybe a B, because really Washington is still have not addressed the position that we needed to the most, and that was linebacker. We arguably got worse at the position because we lost Cole Holcomb. Now Cody Barton could be a replacement. However, him getting a 1-year deal and him not being a good pass coveraging linebacker. At least I know out of Cole Holcomb, he can do both when healthy. I know y'all keep saying he got hurt down the stretch of the season. Understandably so. However, when you have a homegrown guy, a guy that is perfect for this scheme, you do not allow him to leave your building, man, especially for the price that the Steelers signed him for. You do not allow Cole Holcomb to leave your building. So with them not addressing the most important position on that we needed to address in free agency. Yes, we got Nick Gate. Okay, he's a flexible piece on this offensive line. Can play center and guard and all that, right? Good signing. Good sign. Andrew Wiley. He can play right tackle. Obviously, he's another flexible guy. But other than that, our free agency, it wasn't that good, man. It wasn't that good, and it still has us, to me, remaining as the worst team in this division right now. You know, I love the pickup of Cam Dantzler. Okay, I'm hoping that he could be something, but all of this is potential and what I hope can turn out to be. None of it is like, oh, we got this one guy that's just going to change this franchise around. You know, that one killer guy like Darren Waller for the Giants is huge, man. Huge. Getting Darius Slay back, re-signing James Bradbury, huge for the Eagles. And then they still got all that draft capital. You know what I'm saying, man? That's just how I see it right now. Okay. Hopefully after the draft, I feel a little bit more better. But right now, you can't tell me the Washington Commanders aren't the worst team in the NFC East. All that could change if Sam Howell is living up to what a lot of fans believe he can be. But right now, Washington Commanders, the worst team in the NFC East. So there you have it. Let me know what you guys think about this video in the comment section down below. Leave your opinion and your thoughts down below in the comment section. So always, me, boy, Juan Gotti. Like, comment, subscribe. Help to the Washington Commanders. We're on the road to 6,000 subscribers, so please hit that subscribe button again if you haven't already. See you guys next time. I'm out. Peace. Cost me one time, that's gonna get you pop. Get you pop, get you drop. Slide on the one where they get you pop.